on where they live or where you live, and if you have the tax, if you qualify, and that's sometimes when we hear qualify, it makes things a lot more difficult. You have to qualify for the tax rebates and things like that were available in certain areas. Is between $6,500 to $7,500 federal tax rebates, and then depending on where you live, you can qualify for a $2,500 rebate, which would have made a E1 right around a $15,000 vehicle right around $5,000 after all applicable tax rebates. But not everybody will qualify for those tax rebates. So we were, cautioned not to say that, and we were actually going to do some extra rebates for teachers just to say thank you, and we'll figure out how to do it for teachers because they need it. Teachers helped me get to where I am. If it wasn't for my teachers like Miss Glenn in third grade back in Krause Elementary, Miss Dixon back in Krause Elementary, Mr. Peterson, Miss Dedham Medical, all my teachers growing up. I mean, teachers I had at higher junior high school, Goodyear, not Goodyear, but Garfield Senior High. Those teachers, helped me become the person that I am, in addition to obviously my parents and things like that. But, I had the privilege of having teachers that helped me understand that I could do anything, and the sad thing about it is, today we have the situation where teachers are underappreciated, and we wanted to do something about it. So, the teachers are certainly in our hearts and our minds, and we want to do something for them. But we have to do it in such a fashion that, the company doesn't get torpedoed because somebody was upset because they didn't get the same rebates that a teacher got.
Right.
So when we find a way to do that, we will do so, and we will certainly make that happen. But at the moment, until we can get past the legal ramifications of making that happen for them, we have to wait. And it's not a bad thing from the standpoint of, because the cars launch in August. They'll be on the dealerships and things like that in August, and we're pushing hard to get everything done. We're excited about everything, and we may be able to come up with something that we can do. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we do for the military and other sectors, to provide discounts and benefits for them. I mean, even T-Mobile does like 50% off if you've been in the military. So there's things that we can possibly do that we're looking at. We just have to make sure that we do it the correct way. So teachers know we love you. We appreciate you. We're going to do something for you guys. You're in our hearts and our prayers, and you guys do a tremendous job for the entire world, not just America or anywhere else, but the entire world, because this is, you guys should be, held on a pedestal and appreciated because you don't get paid what you need to get paid for what you do dealing with children. I mean, I know I was a bad kid at times. I know I drove my teachers up the wall. So I got to give back to them.
All right. We have a caller. Caller area code 314. Please state your name.
Yeah, my name is Pianki.
Hello.
I was looking at
Pianki.
Oh, nice. I was looking at the marketing strategy that Mr. Mills have, and also the product. And it's great to see that you came along since the days of C.R. Patterson out of Ohio.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But also, once you get yourself established, don't hesitate to venture over into West Africa and set up manufacturing.
We're there.
Very good.
Yeah, we're going into Nigeria.
That's great.
Yes.
The benefits that's there, the young labor force, and the perks that you have just because who you are. Also, you take affordable advantage of the AGOA Act, and also other things too, like you can do finished product manufacturing here in the States, and there's programs that the United States government would also subsidize on the labor costs because you're putting Americans to work. And I'm sure you already probably abreast of those things. There's a
Yes,
lot of
we actually have.
opportunities in that country.
Yeah, we actually have a very, very large announcement that's going to come out. We've already announced that we're going to be doing some business over in Detroit, Michigan, and we're doing a lifestyle system over in Michigan and everywhere we go into manufacturing. And what we're going to be doing in this other not country, but other state, and I can't mention it just yet because we're still in negotiations. But what we're going to do there, as well as Detroit, Michigan. Also, we're looking at South Fulton County, Georgia, and a couple other places to do manufacturing, final assembly, and things like that to put as many people as we possibly can to work. But MIMS Power International is also poised to build the charging station network so that we can put even more people back to work. And
Absolutely.
So we'll have charging station attendant jobs, very well-paying jobs, living wage jobs there. When the person goes to work for MIMS Motors at the car plants, such as Detroit and other places around the United States, we're going to have an opportunity where the companies have the ability for people to build new type housing, and the person's job will secure their housing. So if they don't have a home or they're living in an apartment or something like that, they'll be able to actually get a house and their job will pay for the house. So as long as they show up for work on time and do things, and they'll have housing, they'll have the materials that they need. When you look at the Universe Network, three-dimensional televisions, 3D VR, S3D televisions will be available for purchase. They can basically build their own house and outfit the house the way they want it, and their job basically pays for their housing. They come to work on time, they show up, they do what they got to do, they're good.
That's great. That kind of reminded me of the models that they had in many of your cities, where the manufacturer would own houses on the outskirts of the city and provide it for the employees, a decade ago. I want to make mention one other thing too. There's African Americans who have cargo ships that could bring those products across the ocean. There's several, and if you do your research, I know you know how that you can find them. But no, this is a very good thing that you're doing. And another thing I know is in the Black Enterprise Top 100, the top 20 black businesses, you have 6 that is involved in automobile either sourcing or some sort of manufacturing. And that in itself is very outstanding.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, we're a lot of those companies. And just one other thing about, you were talking about Nigeria and West Africa and things like that. Very, very, we're poised to do a lot of things over there. And we're going to be building a 2,000 megawatt power plant with the Light Up Lagos project. We've been to Cote d'Ivoire and a number of other things to actually build a system.
Funny you mention that. We're working on a 250 megawatt power station in Ondo State in Owa, and also a 3,300 metric ton ammonia plant in that state. And also over in the Delta, in the River State, we're working on a 360,000, 400,000 harvest chicken farm where we harvest about that many every 52 days. So it's a lot of opportunities there.
You guys are going to love us because one of the things we're going to do, we got clearance for it, is to build out the infrastructure and the roads and things like that, because the way the system works, we're going to be bringing in clean water, sewage, electricity, Wi-Fi, high voltage DC systems, AC systems, and everything else, so that we can basically rebuild what's been tore up. If you've ever been to Africa, which I'm sure you have, the roads are pretty tore up over there, and it's very difficult. And we can go over there and basically reforge, Africa. We've got opportunities to go throughout the entire country, the entire continent of Africa. And as the king said, the child that was lost has come home to bring blessings to the people. So we haven't forgot about where we came from, and it's a beautiful thing to go over there and
that's
try and help.
Akin Wale, what you just said. But and also don't forget Liberia. There's one large area there that in the River G area where this one ethnic group controls about 750 square miles of land. So you can imagine all the opportunities that exist there. But anyway, I'll let you get back to your show, and we probably run into each other. Yeah.
Thank you for
very
calling.
Much.
Thank
and
you very much.
Best of wishes to you.
All right, Mr. Mims, we have 30-odd some minutes left in the show. I would like for you to mention the website information for everyone to check out, and
yes,
and put information in there about when folks can actually pre-order your vehicles. Go ahead.
Yes, www.mimsmotorsusa.com. You'll be able to order right now. You'll be able to put a pre-order in for a Mims Motors E1, E2, E7 or E750 minivan. The E7 is a electric SUV capable of 185 miles an hour. We think it can do 189, but we're going to just go with the lower number. we'll go with the lower. We'll go with the lower number for right now, so we don't get in trouble. I know my my distribution guys in legal is probably somewhere cringing. Yeah, like it's gotta make it. Yeah, like, no, it'll make it. We'll make sure
all
it
right.
makes it.
Now, would you like to give a shout out to any supporters? Name some a few people you'd like to give a shout out to.
Wow, this is going to take another hour.
No, we don't have that. We only got 30 minutes, and really, Ashley, like 20, 25 minutes.
Okay, I would like to thank my mom and dad, most of all, my God, Jehovah, His Son, Jesus Christ. Would like to thank my team that has been behind me since day one: Greg Lane, Mitchell Gingrich, Lee Killingbeck, Lloyd Killingbeck, Deanna Lopez, Renee and Brian Hurd, Dre Destiny, which is also Dre Freeman, Michelangelo Wolf, Ben Benward, Mark Marshall, Bill Potts, my wife and kids, obviously, that goes without saying. All my family members, you, Lamar, my brothers and sisters, my entire team has been tremendous help. Can't forget Philip Liu, Orosaurus, our manufacturing partners over in China, Mr. Newman, Mike Newman over in Africa. I mean, there's so many people to thank. It's not even funny. Deluxe Technologies, JVAS USA, JVAS USA Design, Transglobal, Galactic Technologies for doing a tremendous job in going out and getting 67 dealerships in less than 3 weeks. There's just so many people that have been involved over the years. People who stood behind me, Mama D. Mama Dennis, she was there, has always believed in me. Mama Curry, folks back in Ohio, Akron, Ohio is always home. My best friend Aaron Torson, who believed in me when we first got started on all this stuff. Mike Jackson and Norris Hill and Sean. I can't even think of Sean's last name. We just talked to him the other day. It's kind of funny to be put on the spot like that, but there's so many people that have been there. Don Smith, Jeremy Court, who moved out from Akron, Ohio to Las Vegas to be here by my side to help me, keep pushing to get things done. Just folks like that have believed since day one before they even saw the car, out here. Michelangelo Wolf, who's been busting his butt trying to get things done. Christopher Broughton, who jumped in, directly and got things handled. Larry Wolf, out of New Jersey who heard about everything and just jumped in with Galactic